as he brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Geno now to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw is Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Throwing again is Smith. Touchdown Raiders from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders Agholsar in for 6. Touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Now it's Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. In motion goes the tight end. On 4th down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 3. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that one too wide and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now Geno. This one taken in by Olave. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They snap it to Smith. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They go play action here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Smith. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. That is caught. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the 1st down line first and foremost to stop them there. And they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
Geno now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Smith throwing again. This is caught by Evans. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a play fake here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mike Evans. 68 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Looking to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're going to try and throw. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Mike Evans with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Raiders get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Third down and 13.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
Back to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.